let me know when we live.
We are live.
We live right now.
Not completely live yet. You all up.
Test. We got the new blessing. I got a blessing from this one. Right here. You got one? It's the old one.
We are all the way live on.
I should have been with you. Pass it back to the no, you need the big sword.
Test 1, 2. We got good sound.
Oh, you tested it on the phone?
Okay.
Most of the grace. Hey, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, brother, all the brothers out there. Yahawah Shamar, Bahasham Yahawashi, all the sisters out there. I'm Preaching Officer 5000 Zarak in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. And here today I got Preaching Officer 500 Kitab right here. Okay, and what we're going to do, man, we're going to get ready to start the I.S.U.P.K Detroit Sabbath service in full effect. I'm going to give you a moment to make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to all Facebook pages and all groups, okay? So I'm going to give you a moment to do that. And we're going to go ahead and get started. It's like, well, you to what?
Okay.
What you need?
I was just reading up on it. I was looking for the law that shit.
No, it's like, y'all, you ain't got to do that right now. We're about to start the service. Most High in Christ, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. Maja, which means to stand. We'll go ahead and blow the shofar. First priest called up, state your name and registry.
Mashah ban Yahawah ban Yasharala.
Mashah ban Yahawah ban Yasharala.
Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi barak ahtham.
Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi barak ahtham. Go ahead. Blow the spark. No sweat. Yum yum. Salt. Shamar oil. Salt.
La Yasharala.
Go and grab the scroll. First, I'm going to need the top.
Come. Panakudum, which means to turn and face the east. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, Abinau,
Shabbat Shemayah.
Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahawah, Malaka, Taba'ah, Watazaka, Hayah, Asha, Barak, Kawah, Hayah, Bashemayah, Latananau, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalatnau, Kabawatnau, Kasalatnau, Kapawathinaw, Wala'ah, Tabi'anaw, Banasana one, Abor, Habashaynaw, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Wala'ala, Wa'adaparat, La'awalumim, Aman.
Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahawah, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Akashta power in the Hebrew,
Yahawah,
Bahasham Yahawashi,
Babu Kashab, Latananau, Akash, Larapa'ah, Kalmakala, Akash, Latahar, Amatazari, Akash, Lahakwayam, Hamathim, Akash, Al-Rakawah, Atama'ala, Garshun, Bahasham Yahawashi,
the water
the water Aman. In English, Yahawah. In the name of Yahawashi. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahawashi. Thank you. So be it.
Blessings in the Hebrew. Barak Yahawah Yahawashi. Wa'Maka
Wa'alahayim. Matazabi.
Alawap Yahanna.
Ha'alawapim. Hasaranyim. Hakwatazayanyim. Haka'ayim. Wa'akwapim.
Yahawah
Bahasham Yahawashi.
The water Aman.
Blessings. In English, bless you, Yahawah. And Yahawashi. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yahanna. The generals. The captains. the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahawah. In the name of Yahawashi.
In the name of Yahawashi.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah. Ayunya. Al-Haharim. Ma'ayun. Yaba'ah. Azariah. Ma'ayin. Yahawah. Ashah. Shemaiah. Wa'aratazah. Ayatham. Lamawat. Regalka. Ayanawam. Shamarka. Hana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yahasham. Shamar. Yasha'ala. Yahawah. Shamarka. Yahawah. Tazarka. Al-Yah. Yam. Yawamam. Ashamash. La'ah. Yakaka. Balayah. Yahawah. Yashamarka. Makara. Yashamar. Apnapash. Yahawah. Yashamar. Taza'atka. Wabu'atka. Ma'athai. In English, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahawah.
My help cometh from Yahawah,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He
moved.
will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yasha'ala
he that keepeth Yasharah
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahawah is thy keeper.
Yahawah is thy keeper.
Yahawah is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahawah is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahawah shall preserve thee
Yahawah shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahawah shall preserve thy going out
Yahawah shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in,
and thy coming in
from this time forth
this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Al-Hayim.
Al-Hayim.
Al-Balayamaka.
Al-Damiyalaka.
Al-Thakarash.
Al-Thakarash.
Wa'al-Tashakwat.
Al-Tashquat.
Al. Kayah.
Kayah.
Hana.
Hana.
Al-Yabika.
Al-Yabika.
Yahamaywan.
Yahamaywan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Ainika.
Al-Ainika.
Ya'ayim
Ya'ayim Yawah.
Sawadat.
Sawadat.
Wa'yataya Watazu.
Wayataya Atazu.
Al-Tazu Puwanyika.
Al-Tazu Puwanyika.
Amari.
Lakawa.
Wanakaki.
Wanakaki.
Goya.
Goya.
Wala Ayazakar.
Wala Yazakar.
Shum Yasha'ala.
Shem Yasha'ala.
Awada. Kayah. Nairutazu.
Nairutazu.
Labah.
Labah.
Yakabu.
Yakabu.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Baryak.
Baryak.
Yakaratwa.
Yakaratwa.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Bayashimai.
Bayashimai.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wagari.
Wagari.
Salaki. Wahagari.
Wagari.
Gabor.
Gabor.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalat.
Wa'amalat.
Palashah.
Palashah.
Amishabi.
Amishabi.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gamashawar.
Gamashawar.
Nawawat.
Nawawat.
Amai.
Amai.
Hayawat.
Hayawat.
Zarawat.
Zarawat.
Labanya Luwat.
Labanya Luwat.
Salat.
Salat.
Mashalahom.
Shalom.
Kamadi.
Kamadi.
Kasiyasa Ra'at.
Kasayasa Ra'ah.
Kayabi.
Kayabi.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Kawashwan.
Yashwan.
Nashimago.
Nashimago.
Bayanda Ra'at.
Bayanda Ra'ah.
Hayawat.
Hayawat.
Daman.
Daman.
La'adama.
La'adama.
Sha'atama.
Shayatamu.
Nada Yatmawa.
Nada Yatmawa.
Kairad.
Kairad.
Wakizababa.
Wakizababa.
Wakizabat.
Wakizabak.
Wakizor.
Wakatazor.
Kal Nasi Yakam. Salaki. Mana'ai.
Mana'ai.
Kal Nasi Yakam.
Kal Nasi Yakam.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amari.
Amari.
Nair Rashad.
Nair Rashad.
Nanawa.
Nanawa.
Ah. Nawa.
Nawa.
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Alahayar.
Alahayar.
Shayatama.
Shayatamu.
Kagorgula.
Kagorgula.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapara Rakwat.
Lapanya Rarakah.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Baba Ira Ira.
Baba Ira.
Wala Kahaba.
Wakalahaba.
Talahat.
Talahat.
Harayam.
Harayam.
Kantara Datma.
Kanther Dotman.
Wasa Irika.
What's the Irika?
Wabasawa Paska.
Wabasa Wapafka.
Tabahala Salaki. Tabahalum. Tabahalum.
Abahalum.
Mala'ai.
Mala'ai.
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Quayawam,
Quayawam,
Wayabakwashua,
Wayabakwashua,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawah,
Yahawah,
Wayabashah,
Wayabahoya,
Wayabahoya, I.S.U.P.K,
Wayapari,
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 Wayabadu,
Wayada'awa,
Kayatha,
Kayatha,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawah,
Yahawah,
the
barak,
Ayawan,
ahtham. In English, keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy silence.
O Yahawah,
O Yahawah,
hold not thy peace.
hold not thy peace.
Be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahawah,
O Yahawah,
for lo,
for lo,
thy enemies make a tumult,
thy enemies make a tumult.
and they that hate thee
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the
They
head.
have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy
and
people.
consulted against thy enemies.
Consulted against thy enemies.
They have said,
They have said,
come,
come,
and let us cut them off
let us cut them off
from being a nation.
from being a nation.
Let the name of Yahshua
Let the name of Yahshua
let be no more remembrance.
let us no more remember.
They have consulted together
They have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against
They
thee,
are confederate against
the
thee,
tabernacles of
the
Edom,
tabernacle of Edom,
and the
and
Ishmaelites,
the Israelites,
of Moab,
of
and
Moab,
Hagarim,
and Hagarim,
the Baal,
the Baal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and
and
Amalek,
Philistines, with
Philistine,
the inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur also is joined with them.
Ashur also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them
do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Japheth,
as to Japheth,
at the brook of Kizon,
at the brook of Kizon,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a red,
Make their nobles like a red,
and like Zeb.
and like Z.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes,
all their princes,
as Zeba,
as Zeba,
and as Almunah,
and as Amun,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to
the
ourselves
houses of
the
Yahawah
houses of Yahweh
in possession.
in possession.
O Yahawah,
O Yahweh,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth the wood,
as the fire burneth the wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on
and
fire.
as the flame sets the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy temper,
with thy tempest,
and make them afraid
and make them afraid
with thy storm,
with thy storm.
and fill their faces with
Fill
shame,
their faces with
that
shame.
they may seek thy
They
name.
may seek thy name.
O Yahawah,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled
and troubled
forever.
forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to
let
shame
them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahawah,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
are the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
Alright, so you mean to turn? You may be seated. Shabby, you mean to be seated. We're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to be starting from the book of Exodus, the 14th chapter. We'll be starting at verse 21.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 14, beginning at verse 21. Wayatha Mashah Salakia. Wayat Mashah Ath Yadawa Al Hayam Wayawalak Yahawah Ath Hayam, Barawak, Kwalayam, Isaiah, Kal, Haladyala, Wayasham, Af, Hayam, Lakara Baha, Wayab, Kwaiwa, Hamayam, verse 22. Wayab Awa, Banaya, Yasharala, Salakia, Bathwak, Hayam, Bayabsha, Wahamayam, Laham, Kabuma, Mayam, Yanam, or Yanama, Wamasham, Alam, verse 23. Wayarak, the Pa, Wa, Matazayim, Wayabawa, Akar, Yaham, Kal, Sawasa, Pariha, Rakabia, Waparash, Yawa, Al, Thawak, Hayam, verse 24. Wayaha, Ba'asham, Rath, Habaquar, Wayash Kwapa, Yahawah, Al, Makana, Matazayim, Bai, Mawad, Ash, Wa'aina, Wayaham, Ath, Makana, Matizayim, verse 25. Wayasar, Ath, Apana, Barak, Bath, Yawah, Wayana, Hagahawa, Bakar, Badath, Waya, Amar, Matazayim, Anawa, Sa, Mapanya, Yashar, Al, Kaya, Yahawah, Nala, Kham, Laham, Matazayim, Salaki Ba Matazayim, verse 26. Waya Amar, Yahawah, Al, Mashah, Nataha, Akth, Yadaka, Al, Hayam, Waya Shabya, Hamayam, Al, Matazayim, Al, Rakabawa, Wa'al, Parash, Yahweh, verse 27. Wayat, Mashah, Ath, Yadawah, Al, Hayam, Wayashar, Hayam, Lapa, Salaki, Lapan, Wath, Bakara, La'a, Yathanwa, Wama Tazayim, Nasayam, Lakara, Athawa, Wayana Ira, Yahawah, Ath, Matazayim, Bathyak, Salakia, Hayam. That's 7 verses there.
Most High in Christ, man. Excellent job to get it, brother. Hand. So now we're going to get it in English. We're going to get Exodus 14 and 21 in English. Nice and loud at the top.
Exodus chapter 14 and verse 21. And Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the Lord caused the sea to go back by a strong east wind all that night, and made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided.
So this right here was a miracle that the Most High had did. This was like the work of the Lord on what he was doing using Moses. He used Moses and he gave Moses specific instructions to stretch out, you know what I'm saying? Basically stretch out his hand over the sea. You know what I'm saying, with that staff. And guess what? The Lord showed his power. The sea, what it did, the sea actually made dry land. The sea made dry land so the children of Israel could walk literally on this dry land to get away from the Egyptians. Okay, keep going.
Verse 22. And the children of Israel went into the midst of the sea upon the dry ground, and the waters were a wall unto them on their right hand and on their left.
So the waters was as a wall unto them on their right hand and also on their left hand. So in the middle part of the sea, it was all dry. So the children of Israel could be able to walk through. Now they seeing the waters be like this. You know what I'm saying? This water on this side right here, this high. The water on the other side is this high. Yay big like this, basically, right? Y'all can time anytime y'all want to, right? Go ahead.
Verse 23. And the Egyptians pursued and went in after them to the midst of the sea, even all Pharaoh's horses, his chariots, and his horsemen.
So now you starting to see and realize that the Egyptians followed after the children of Israel, the Israelites. All right? Pharaoh's entire army went and pursued after the children of Israel into this mist. They went right into this mist right here. Okay, keep going.
Verse 24. And it came to pass that in the morning watch, the Lord looked unto the host of the Egyptians through the pillar of fire and of the cloud, and troubled the host of the Egyptians.
So the Lord knew what he was doing right here. The Lord seen the Egyptians coming through. He seen them walking right in that midst of that dry land. And this was the Lord, this was him trapping them. Okay, the Lord getting ready to destroy the Egyptians. This is like a set-up plan. The Lord's spirit is a man of war. So this was like a very strategic strategy that he was going to trap these Egyptians. He knew that they was arrogant enough to go and try to pursue after the children of Israel. He knew this.
To drive away, to drive off.
That's the point right there, to drive off. The Lord was giving them, the Egyptians, away from the Israelites. So he began to drive them off. Right? Read.
So the Egyptians said, let us flee from the face of Israel.
Let us do what?
Flee from the face of Israel.
So this how you know that this was a real terrible thing for the Egyptians. The Egyptians got caught in a huge traps that was so bad to the point where they realized in their mind, like, we got to get away from this. We got to get away from the children of Israel. And the Lord did them so bold. Their chariots started messing up. And everything that, you know what I'm saying, that they tried to come up against the children of Israel, the Lord did not let it happen. The Lord started destroying their transportation. All of those things was just getting destroyed. The Lord was just single-handedly just destroying the Egyptians. So much to the point where he's saying, like, we got to get away, man. Right. Keep going.
For the Lord fighteth for them against the Egyptians.
This how you know that it was so prominent. They knew that they was getting messed up so bad. They knew it was the Most High, you know what I'm saying, doing this thing to them. They like, man, the Lord is fighting their battles right now at this point, because they was, if you look at it, they was getting drave. The term drave meaning they was getting drove out.
Right.
They was getting drove out of this thing because they literally was arrogant enough to follow the children of Israel onto that dry land. That's where they messed up at. that's where the Lord knew that he was gonna get them. The Lord trapped them, man. And guess what? They was trying to get away. They was trying to flee from the children of Israel. They was trying to go the other ways because they seen the destruction that was coming to them, and it was very scary to them. That's how he understood that it was the Lord doing it. The Egyptians understood that it was the Lord doing it because they didn't have a chance on getting to the children of Israel. All right, the children of Israel looked at like some, how could you call this? To put it in a really good term, look like some people you could just easily take advantage of.
Right.
Or easily, like, they look like an easy kill.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? That's how the Israelites looked. They looked at like a very easy kill to the Egyptians. But when they seen they couldn't get close to the Israelites and start, natural disasters started happening and their chariots start crumbling, they was getting drave out of there, they understood, man, this is the Lord.
Right.
This is the Lord against us. Let us flee away from the children of Israel, because we're not going to win. All right, keep going.
Verse 26. And the Lord said unto Moses, stretch out thine hand over the sea.
And the Lord said to Moses, stretch out your hand toward the sea again. Although they understood that there was no way they could get to the children of Israel, and the Lord was against them, the Lord even made it harder. He told Moses to stretch out thy hand, right? Read.
Stretch out thy hand over the sea, that the waters may come again upon the Egyptians, upon their chariots, and upon their horsemen.
The Lord said to let the waters come up upon the Egyptians, upon their chariots, and upon their horsemen. Let me explain something to y'all to help you out, especially Christians, right? The Lord killed these Egyptians, man. He murdered them. He unalived them. Okay? So when you say that God loves everybody, you know what I'm saying, and you put on a false philosophy as if God is just some genie in a bottle, you need to do some studying.
That's right.
You need to do research.
That's right.
You need to realize that the Lord kills people, kills whole entire nations for messing with his children.
Yes, sir.
You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just common basic knowledge, man. So, like, you'll never be able to say that God loves everybody after you read Exodus, the 14th chapter. Exodus, the 14th chapter, shows you how the Lord works. The Lord took out a whole entire army.
Right.
And you're going to try to mix that up with love? You're going to try to mix that with some false accusations? No. Go ahead, Katal.
That's heavy because, and he charged us to celebrate that momentous occasion every year. So it's not like something he wants us to forget about either.
Come on, man. Look, listen. The Lord, after this historic event happened, the Lord said, do this. Make sure you celebrate the death of the fallen, how could I explain this in a good way? Yeah, the fall of our enemies, man. Celebrate the death or the fall of your enemies. Or how I killed the firstborn of everything just to lead you out of captivity.
That's right.
From the Egyptians.
Right.
Dang, that sounds like the Lord saves a people and kills another people.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
That's exactly what it sounds like, for real, man. So you can't ever say that, the Lord loves everybody. It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? You sound retarded.
If I could.
Go ahead, Mashah.
At that particular time, before this very incident, just before this incident, Egypt was the world's leading power in the earth at that, just before.
Not to even mention. Mashah, you're absolutely right. Mashah is on point. What was that? The land of Egypt? What was it called? Mizraim? It was called Mizraim, right? That land was the greatest nation on earth. The Egyptians
at that time
ran and ruled the earth at that time. It was the most powerful. at that time. So like they had the children of Israel, the Israelites in captivity. They had them as slaves. Much like how America have the children of Israel in slavery today. They have us captive. We didn't just come over here.
Right.
We didn't willingly come to America. No. We was captured and forced over here in slavery and all type of what you call that? Work. Servitude. You understand? Like we didn't ask to be over here. They captured us. They knew our records. They look at the history. America looks up to Egypt. You know what I'm saying? You pull out that dollar, you see those Egyptian pyramids. You understand? Because they look up to the same, they look up to the same rules that the Egyptians had. Those same exact criteria they look up to, and they use those same tactics in actual slavery on us, man. You understand? So this just goes to show you how real this is, and how real the Lord is, and how the Most High actually worked. You can never say that the Most High loves everybody, and He loves every nation. Like you go to church, man, they'll put some little false doctrine in your mind and have you believing that God don't even kill nobody.
Right.
They blame everything. They blame every kill on the devil. They blame every kill on Satan. The whole time is the Most High. Like, come on now, man. Like, the whole time is the Most High. Here you want to just blame, you know what I'm saying, the devil or Satan. You don't even understand who the devil is. You understand? That's why these scriptures are so heavy and it's so important. The scriptures say, man, to study to show thyself approved.
Right.
You understand? That's why a Christian pastor could never be approved, you know what I'm saying, to do the work and be a servant of the Most High. You Christian pastors need to hang it up. You need to go ahead and get those churches to the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge.
That's right.
Across the world, man. You need to go ahead and turn that job in. You're fired.
Right.
You are fired, man. You understand? The same thing for you fake Israelites, man. Same thing. You need to go ahead and turn it in, man. Turn it in. It's not working for you. Because the Lord didn't ordain you to do the things and go off and start doing your own things and start creating your own doctrines. You understand? Go ahead, Masha.
Don't forget the imams.
Imams too, man. All these religions is just basically Christianity. It's all Christian. Because at the end of the day, you want all nations to be a part of the Bible. You want all nations to be a part of what the Lord sanctioned for the Israelites, for so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
That's right.
You understand? And that will never happen. The Lord has said He is the God of Israel and none else. That's in the scriptures, man. You understand? We got one?
Yeah, we got one more verse.
Go ahead.
Verse 27. And Moses stretched forth his hand over the sea, and the sea returned to his strength.
The sea did what?
Returned to his strength.
Let's say the sea returned to his strength. The sea closed up.
Damn right.
You understand? Like the sea was set apart, and you had dry land in the middle. But once Moses followed the Most High's order, that sea closed right back up. You understand? That right there is very powerful and a very historic moment. You understand? Like this right here, you could never be able to overlook. This thing is so powerful. This whole story is so powerful and it's so real. And it gives you real artifacts over there in Egypt of what actually happened.
Right.
This is how you know it actually happened, man. You understand? It shows you real, true. Listen, man, Commander GEN.YAHANNA went over there in Egypt, man, and got all of the artifacts over there. He actually seen that this Bible was true. Everything was clarified.
Yeah, right.
You understand? So you can't say that this is fake.
Yeah, right.
Because you can go to Egypt today. You can go over there in those lands today. The Middle East exists. That whole Middle East, man, that right there is Israel's.
Come on.
Not just that little small little section that they say.
Come
The
on.
whole Middle East belongs to the Israelites, man.
Right.
Come.
So you could never just say that what we saying is a lie or what we saying is false when these places actually exist on the earth today. You understand? So now the water's closed up. Sea closed back up, right, Reed?
Come on. And the sea returned to his strength when the morning appeared, and the Egyptians fled against it, and the Lord overthrew the Egyptians in the midst.
So slow that one down
Come
right there.
on.
You understand? Like the Lord is saying, man, he closed that water back up and the Egyptians fled against it. The Egyptians tried to escape.
Right.
They tried to escape what was coming. They tried to escape judgment. Whole time they trying to run after the Israelites and kill them. The Lord killed them. You see what I'm saying? Like they was running and trying to do us dirty because that was in their mind, that was in their heart. But when it was time for them to get done dirty, they was trying to flee. They understood fear then.
Come.
They understood that they were wrong then. You only understand when you're wrong when judgment is about to hit you. That's the only time you really truly understand where you effed up at.
Right.
Is when judgment comes. Judgment came for these Egyptians for trying to kill the Israelites. And lo and behold, read.
Come. And the Egyptians fled against it, and the Lord overthrew the Egyptians in the midst of the sea.
It said the Lord did what?
Overthrew the Egyptians.
He did what?
Overthrew the Egyptians.
He did what?
Overthrew the Egyptians.
He overthrew the Egyptians. You know what that term means? He killed every single last one of those Egyptians, man, that tried to come and murder the Israelites. He killed them. That's what overthrew means. In the Bible, right now, the Lord killed the Egyptians. The Lord did that. Are you sure that God is all love?
Right.
You understand? Like, are you sure what you saying? Like, I'm gonna just say this flat out, man. You Christians got a debt to pay with the Most High.
Damn right.
That's right.
For lying. For lying on the Bible and saying so how much of he's just so lovey-dovey and it's like you'll never get a punishment. You know? You basically, what you call that? Watering down the scriptures.
Damn right.
You gotta pay for that, man.
That's right.
The Lord gonna require that of you, Christians. Because you destroyed our people even worse. You put us in a further condition to not serve the Lord. You failed. You failed very miserable. And that's why the Lord show and prove it today like never before. You understand? Like, it's a big old mist of people coming. People starting to run out of Christian churches now.
Right.
Yes,
They're
sir.
running from those places now.
Yes, sir.
They know that right there is the house of Satan because of the work that we put in the I.S.U.P.K. under Commander GEN.YAHANNA. The effort, all the work that we put in and the effort and all the long nights and everything that we do, it's paying off.
Come.
It's paying off. And there's a lot more work we still got to do.
Yeah, right.
And we still got to keep working. You understand? The Lord say, man, when he returned, when Christ returned, he said he want to catch us doing what? Working. That means you got to be working all day, man. You got to be doing something. You know, so you can't just be sitting around and just think you're going to get a crown, man. You got to get in here and get to work. You know, and serve. That's what it means to be a servant of the Lord, man.
That's right.
Your work do not diminish. This is forever, man.
All right.
All right. Is that it on that?
Come on, sir.
All right. All right. Let's go back more into the Hebrew. We're gonna do 7 more verses. All right.
Okay. Come. This is Hebrew. Salaki. This is Exodus 14, starting at verse 28. Right, Shabya, Waya Shabwa, Hamayam, Waya Kasabwa, Ath, Harakab, Wa'ath, Hapar, Shayam, Salakia, Hypora Shayam, Lakala, Kayala, Para'ai, Haba Ayam, Akar, Yaham, Bayam, La'a, Nashar, Aham, Aid, Akkad, Wabana, Yah, Yashar, Al, Halakawa, Bayabashwa, Basha, Bayabasha, Bathawak, Hayam, Waham, Yaham, Salakia, Waham Yam, Wakam, Khama, Mayam, Yanma, Wamasham, Alam, verse 30, Wayawah Shai, Yahawah, Bayawam, Hahaya'ah, Ath, Yasha, Ra'al, Hayad, Matazayim, Bayara, Yashar, Yasharala, Yasharala, Baham, Akkad, verse 29, Wabanaya, Wabanya, Salakia, Wabanya, Yasharala, Halakawa, Bayabsha, Bayabasha, Bayabashwa, Bathwak, Hayam, Wahamyam, Laham, Kamha, Mayam, Yanama, Wamasham, Alam. Verse 30. Washai. Yeah. Washai. Yahawah. Bayawam. Hahayah. Af. Yasharala. Mashad. Matazayim. Wayara. Yasharala. Af. Matazarah. Yam. Matazarayim. Matazayim. So Matazarian. Matha, Al, Shapat, Hayam. Verse 31. Wayara. Yasharala. Af. Hayad. Yasharala. Mayad. Oh, Salakia. I was getting twisted. Salakia. Hayad. Haga. Dala. Ashar. Aisha. Yahawah. Bamatazayim. Waya Yara. Ha'aim. Af. Yahawah. Waya Nanawa. Baya Hawa. Waba Masha. Iba the Wa. 15, Exodus 15, verse 1. Azah, Yeshayarah, Masha, Wabanya, Yasharala, Af, Hashiyar, Hazak, La Yahawah, Marya, La Amar, Ashayara, La Yahawah, Kaya, Ga'a, Sawasa, Warak, Baya, Amaha, Bayam. Verse 2, Isaiah, Wazamarath, Yaha, Haya, La, Haya La, Laya, Shawa, Aha, Za, Alza, Alya, Wala Nawa, Hawa, oh, Salakia, An Yahawah, Allah.
Verse what?
This is the end of verse 2.
Okay, you go.
Abiyah, Aram, Mana, Hawa. Verse 3, Yahawah, Ayash, Malakam, Yahawah, Shamar, and that's 7 verses right there. That's the end of verse 3.
Most High in Christ. Let's go ahead and get it on. We're going to finish up with these scriptures right here. All right, and that'll be the end of the Sabbath service. So let's begin at Exodus, the 14th chapter, and verse 28.
Come,
sir.
Nice and loud.
Exodus chapter 14 and 28. And the waters returned and covered the chariots and the horsemen and all of the hosts of Pharaoh that came into the sea after them. They remained not so much as one of them.
All right, so in this verse right here, it's basically, it's going to tell you, the waters returned and covered the chariots. All right, the chariots was full of water. All right, there's been evidence where Pharaoh's chariots was found over there in that sea still today.
Come.
It still dwell in those waters. Okay, and the horsemen, those men that was on a horse, they got drowned too. You know what I'm saying? They was in that water too. And all the hosts of Pharaoh is his whole entire army. And everybody that ever rode with Pharaoh, right?
Right.
That came into that sea after them, they remained not so much as one of them. None of them survived.
That's right.
None of them survived this tragedy right here. This right here, what you're seeing is a straight up tragedy to the Egyptians. You know what I'm saying? Like this right here, they lost miserably.
Yeah, they did.
They lost miserably trying to go and pursue after the children of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Again, y'all can chime in anytime you want to, right?
Come.
You feel me?
If I could, otherwise.
Go ahead.
But here's one thing that's being pointed out. The Most High, when Egypt came after Israel, they came with chariots and swords, spears, army. And when the Most High took Egypt out, he took them out with the weather, with the water. He raised the water up. He brought them a wind that pushed the water back. It got real windy. And then they followed Israel down that path. And then he changed the weather on them again and closed the sea.
Yeah, that was real bad too. You got to think about, like, if you really look and analyze this whole scenario, the children of Israel was real scared of the Egyptian army, armies coming after them in the first place.
Come.
So these Egyptian armies, they coming after them with full force, weapons, a full army. The children of Israel was super duper scared, and they knew that they was gonna die. The Israelites, that's what they felt like. They felt like they was gonna die that day. The Lord literally, in front of the children of Israel, killed them.
That's
He
right.
killed all the Egyptians. He opened the sea, made a way for you to have a path through the sea, and then he closed the sea on the Egyptians. Drowned them. All their chariots, everything, man, drave them out of there, right?
Come.
And this is like the children of Israel, they witnessing this thing right here. They witnessed this actual act happen. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
Come on. Verse 29. But the children of Israel walked upon dry land in the midst of the sea, and the waters were a wall unto them on their right hand and on their left.
Now you read that pretty quick, right? But the children of Israel, while the Egyptians was getting drowned and trying to fight for their lives and was in total fear, trying to flee from the Israelites, here you have Israel. They walked perfectly through there. They walked fine. They was fine. They was walking upon dry land.
Come.
In the midst of the sea.
Come.
And the waters were a wall unto them on the right hand and on their left hand.
Come.
So in the midst of the sea, again, you got the middle of the sea where it's real dry. But on the mist on their left was like a waves of water. And the mist on their right is like waves of water. You understand? Like that right there, within itself, that's the Lord showing his power. The Lord literally saved them from the Egyptians, because if it wasn't for the Most High, the Israelites was dead that day, all of them. The whole entire nation was going to be dead.
Come.
You understand? You know how much the Most High got to love us to do something like that? This shows how much the Lord really cares about us.
That's right.
It shows that the Lord did not break his oath with the Israelites. And it shows how true and faithful he is to Israel.
That's right.
And the covenant that he made with Israel. Because he saved them from a whole entire army that they knew that they were supposed to die that day.
Come.
Come on now. And then the Lord killed every single last one of them in front of them.
Come.
Man, I would be scared of that power forever. I would do anything. Like, what you need me to do at this point? You know what I'm saying? At that point, you see so much of that, you just need to just chill, be humble, and just follow the Most High.
That's right.
On everything he asks you to do. He just slaughtered a whole entire army for you, man. Like, you... it's a no-brainer.
Come.
It's a no-brainer with that. Go ahead.
Come on, verse 30. Thus the Lord saved Israel that day out of the hand of the Egyptians.
The Lord saved us. You understand? This is not the saving that they be talking about in church. I don't know what type of saving they getting in there.
Right.
They getting child molestation and you know what I'm saying? All type of cases going on up in there. That's just the house of Satan, man. Ain't no saving going on in there. The Lord, when he say he saved the Israelites, he saved Israel, he literally saved their lives from death.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? A real death-having situation. Right? Read.
And Israel saw the Egyptians dead upon the seashore.
And the Israelites seen the Egyptians dead. They seen this death happen in front of them. They seen how they died in this, with the weather. The Lord using the weather on them.
That's right.
How they got killed in this tragic, you know what I'm saying, this tragic event. That right there, man, that's enough to prove to anybody, man, that look, listen, our God is real. We need to pay attention. We need to start doing everything he asks us to do.
That's
so
right.
we can be safe.
That's right. And so like
Go ahead, you good.
Since Most High is showing here, he does not fight like men fight. COVID was our modern biblical time, because this is biblical time, but we see going on too. It's starting to repeat in our day what went on in Egypt. He sent plagues first, and he had Moses talk with him first, and then this day came when the Most High decided he was going to reason with him himself.
That's right.
Himself.
That's right.
They don't want to listen to us.
Listen, they won't never listen to us. The Lord set it up that way.
And so they want to reason with the Lord. Have at it. Have at it.
And look at this though. Look at the danger behind not reasoning with us and saying, you know what I'm saying, we the servants of the Most High, man, to let our people go.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta think about these tragic events, these horrible events. These things still happen today.
Come.
Okay, so we don't look at the Bible like this just some old thing or these things don't appear or happen. What literally was going on in Egypt is the same exact actions, the same exact things that goes on in today's life.
That's right.
In present time, right now.
That's right.
Okay, the scriptures definitely clarify and they say that there's nothing new under the sun.
Nothing new.
If there's nothing new under the sun, same women been here. You know what I'm saying? Those same dance moves you think you done created, they been here. All right, those same, everything you can imagine, it already has been here. All right, this life ain't new. Okay, this life is not new. It's very old and very ancient. All right, keep reading.
Verse 31. And Israel saw that great work which the Lord did upon the Egyptians, and the people feared the Lord.
The people did what?
Feared the Lord.
That's what you better do. You better fear the Lord, man. You understand? The Lord don't want your little lovey-dovey hugs and stuff like that. The Lord requires your fear. The Lord, they realized that day that the Lord ain't nothing to play with. Like the Israelites seen all those tragic events happen, how the Lord just literally killed the whole entire army and drowned them with the weather. They realized that day, man, that maybe the Most High is nothing to play with. Maybe I need to re-examine myself. Maybe I need to get in line and get in order on the things and get on the path that he needs me to get on. You understand? Because they seen all of that and they feared the Lord. That's what the scripture said. Keep going.
And believed the Lord and his servant Moses.
They believed on the Most High. And they also believed his servant Moses. Again, this was a job that Moses didn't even think, and he was confident in himself to do. And the Lord checked Moses.
The
Lord checked Moses and said, man, have I not, you know what I'm saying, showed you these miracles? You're going to get out here, you're going to do this work. You're going to get out here, man, you're going to tell Pharaoh, man, to let my people go. Whether you like it or not. I'm going to use you, and that's what it is. And once the Lord decide to use you, and you get that opportunity, don't drop the ball. Do not drop the ball, man. All right, keep going.
Exodus chapter 15 and verse 1. Then sang Moses and the children of Israel this song unto the Lord, and spake, saying, I will sing unto the Lord, for he hath triumphed gloriously. The horse
to it. How the Lord did it. You understand? This right here is black folks.
Come.
I don't know what type of people y'all thinking This don't match the oppressor. What this shows you, man, how the Lord works to get us out of these captivities. Like the Lord, man, we was oppressed under the Egyptians. You understand? They had us living harder. They had us paying, rent at a high price too. You understand? They had us doing these things and making our lives a lot more harder. That's aimed to destroy us. That's what you got to know and understand, man. Like your oppressor today, which is the so-called Caucasians, he's aiming to destroy us. He just took away affirmative action. Just to show and prove to you how much that he hates you.
That's right.
Affirmative action, man, is a smack in the face for all the marching you did and all of the crying that you did and all of the things that you did and babied yourself for equal rights with your oppressor. All for him to take it back.
Take it back.
All for him to take it all back one day. Black folks didn't see that coming. They thought we were just going to be together all the time and things like that. Now they don't have to hire you no more. They can be like, right. You a nigga? Peace. Deuce. No. That's all I needed to know. I'm not hiring you. That's all they have to do now. They don't have to go through all no shimmy shacks or anything and have no laws, so y'all have to be there. Oh, you a nigga? Oh, okay. That's all I needed to know. No, we're not hiring. We're not hiring. We're full.
We don't hire niggas.
No.
That's what they're going to say. We don't hire niggas.
No niggas hired here.
No niggas here.
No niggas here.
You understand? And guess what? The Lord is pushing us and forcing us to come together. If y'all don't see that to be spiritual, man, y'all need to start paying more attention, man.
Damn right.
You need to start paying more attention and get into the school. Get into class, man.
Damn right.
Understand what's going on in today's times. Because you're going to need it. Okay? You're going to need this school right here. I don't care what you say. If you're an Israelite, you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, you're going to need this truth. Whether you know it or not, how much you ever tried to diss us or anything like that, you're going to need this truth right here. Because guess what? This truth is going to save your life.
Right.
You understand? Keep going.
Come on, sir. Verse 2. The Lord is my strength.
The Lord is what?
My strength.
My what?
Strength.
That's how you get your protection. That's how you stay safe. You know what I'm saying? You understand in your mind, in your heart, that the Most High is your strength. That's going to keep you to following the laws. That's going to keep you away from sinning. Because you know, if I sin, the Lord won't be with me. You know what I'm saying? The Lord won't be with me when I try to go get that job. The Most High won't be with me, man, if I'm trying to raise my kids correctly. Most High gonna make sure everything I do fail if I break these laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
You understand? That's why I say the Lord is my strength. Read.
And Psalm, and he is become my salvation.
And he's become my salvation. Read.
He is my God.
He is what?
My God.
My God. Not everybody's God. You know what I'm saying? Not the Caucasians' God. You know what I'm saying? Not what you call it over there, the Korean Jesus?
Right.
Not the Korean Jesus God. He's not Buddha. He ain't none of that. The Israelites saying right here that this is my God. This is our Lord. This is our power.
Our power.
You understand? Read.
And I will prepare him a habitation, my father's God, and I will exalt him.
And I will exalt the Most High, man. The Most High is worthy, more than worthy to be exalted. You understand? Any type of work you think you're doing, you give to the Most High, man.
That's
say
right.
The Lord was able to give me the strength to do this. The Lord gave me the mindset to be able to push through and be able to put this work in. You understand? Like, keep the Most High first, and I guarantee you, man, everything else gonna fall in place. When you in good standings with the Lord, your whole life turn out great. Your whole life turn out better. Because the scripture says that your whole keep the commandments. That's in the Bible. The whole duty of man is to keep the commandments. And then in Baruch 4:1 it said the commandments is the book of life. If you keep them, you will live. That's how you live and survive on the earth, is by keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments. Now, if you break them, you die. There ain't no in between with that. There's just not no in between with that, man. You break the law, statutes, and commandments, you're setting yourself up for failure and death. Because the wages of sins are death. Alright, so you definitely don't want to do that. So you want to live in this earth, man, you got to follow the Lord. That's the best way to save your life. Have a long lasting life as you following the Most High. And you following the law, statutes, and commandments, right?
That's right.
Read.
Verse 3, the Lord is a man of war.
The Lord is what?
A man of war.
A man of what?
War.
Of war. The Israelites understood that the Most High was a man of war when he killed every single last one of Pharaoh's armies.
That's right.
They knew it. They said it. They said it right after that. Right after it happened in Exodus the 14th chapter, you go in Exodus the 15th chapter, and they like, the Lord is a man of war. The Lord is a man of war. Read.
Yahawah is his name.
And the Lord is his name. Yahawah is his name, man. You understand? They knew that. They seen that power. They seen how the Lord divided the sea and made a pathway and saved their lives and utterly just killed the Egyptians, unalived the Egyptians.
That's right.
Man, they seen all that. They seen all those tragic events, and they came into the conclusion like, man, the Lord is a man of war. He ain't nothing to play with. He ain't no joker, no nothing. You understand? That being said, we're going to finish off. We're going to go into those next verses. Next week, we'll get into that discussion. We'll get all the way deeper into it. That being said, we'll go ahead and stand at a podium. We're going to blow the Shamar. Yum. Salt. Shamar. Salt.
La Yasharala.
Go ahead and blow the Shamar. All right, Most High in Christ. We'll go ahead and get ready to salute the scroll. Go ahead and take that, brother. Yum. Salt. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Pop.
Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi.
Most High in Christ. All right. I'm going to take that. A pop.
Bahasham Yahawashi.
Most High in Christ. We're going to go through the audience. Let the men of Israel salute the scroll.
Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi.
Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi.
Most High in Christ. We'll go ahead and blow the Shamar.
Pung out the dome, which means to turn the face to east.
Nice and loud.
The Lord's Prayer in Hebrew, Abanawa.
Shabbat
Kodash. Shemka.
Yahawah.
Balakta.
Taba'ah.
Ratazaka.
Asha,
Asha,
Barakza,
Barakza,
Kawa,
Kawa,
Aya,
Aya,
Bashamayim,
Bashamayim,
Lathurnau,
Lathurnau,
Lakam,
Lakam,
Cal,
Cal,
Yawam,
Yawam,
Basalaknau,
Basalaknau,
Kapuathnau,
Kapuathnau,
Kasalaknau,
Kasalaknau,
Kapuathnau,
Kapuathnau,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Laba'ainau,
Laba'ainau,
by the son of Wam,
by the son of Wam,
Abal,
Abal,
Hawashainau,
Hawashainau,
Mayan,
Mayan,
Ra,
Ra,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Laka,
Laka,
Hamalakwa,
Hamalakwa,
Wala'ala,
Wala'ala,
Walatha
Wata,
La'awalumi,
La'awalumi,
Aman.
Aman.
In English, our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahawah,
Yahawah,
thy kingdom come,
thy kingdom come,
thy will be done
thy will be done
in earth
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread.
and forgive us of our debts
Forgive us our debts
as we forgive our debtors,
as we forgive our debtors.
and lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation,
into
but
temptation,
deliver us
but deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
Thine is the kingdom,
Thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Across the power in the Hebrew. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi.
Go ahead.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Bahasham Yahawashi.
Bahasham Yahawashi.
Babakashah.
Babakashah.
Lathurnau.
Lathurnau.
Hakat.
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 Lerpa'ah.
Lara'ah.
Kalmakala.
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 Hakat.
Hakat.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Amatazari.
Amatazari.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Lahapayam.
Lahapayam.
Amathim.
Amathim.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Awakawa.
Awakawa.
Atama'ala.
Atama'ala.
Lagar Shun.
Lagar Shun.
Bahasham Yahawashi.
Bahasham Yahawashi.
The water Aman.
The water Aman.
In English, Yahawah.
Yahawah.
In the name of Yahawah,
In the name of Yahawashi.
please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahawah.
In the name of Yahawashi.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
No sweat.
Blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahawah Yahawashi.
Barakatah Yahawah Yahawashi.
Wamaika Allah.
Wa'ala.
Wa'alahayim.
Wa'ala.
Matazabiya.
Matazabiya.
Alawat Yahanna.
Alawat Yahanna.
Ha'alawapium.
Ha'alawapium.
Hasaranium.
Hasaranium.
Ha'kwatazayanium.
Ha'kwatazayanium.
Ha'kakarium.
Ha'kakarium.
Wa'ha'akwathium.
Wa'ha'akwathium.
Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi.
Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi.
The water Amen.
The water Amen.
In the English, bless you, Yahawah.
Bless you, Yahawah.
And Yahawah.
And Yahawashi.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yohanan.
Commanding General Yohanan.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
In the name of Yahawah.
In the name of Yahawashi.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ai.
Asha'ai.
Ayunyan.
Ayunyan.
Al-Haharim.
Al-Haharim.
Ma'ayun.
Ma'ayun.
Raba'ai.
Raba'ai.
Azariah.
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 Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Ashah.
Ashah.
Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Wayaratazah.
Wayaratazah.
Al-Yatham.
Al-Yatham.
Lumawat.
Lumawat.
Regalkai.
Regalkai.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamarkai.
Shamarkai.
Hanah.
Hanah.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yahishun.
Yahishun.
Shalomar.
Shalomar.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Shamarkai.
Shamarkai.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Tazarkai.
Tazarkai.
Ayah.
Ayah.
Yimyanka.
Yimyanka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashemash.
Hashemash.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakakah.
Yakakah.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Wayayala.
Wayayala.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Yashamarkai.
Yashamarkai.
Makarai.
Makarai.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Apnapaska.
Apnapaska.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza'atka.
Taza'atka.
Wabawa'atka.
Wabawa'atka.
Ma'athai.
Ma'athai.
Wa'ai awalam.
Wa'ai awalam.
In English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes to the hill.
From From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yahshua
he that keepeth Yahshua
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
Yahweh shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
This time forth
Through this time forth,
and even forevermore.
even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Dalayamaka.
Al-Dalayamaka.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Takarash.
Wa-Al-Tashakwat.
Wa-Al-Tashakwat.
Al. Kaya.
Kaya.
Hana.
Hana.
Awayabika.
Awayabika.
Yahamayawan.
Yahamayawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Anika.
Al-Anika.
Ya'amimimwa.
Ya'amimimwa.
Sawadah.
Sawadah.
Wayata Yawatazu.
Wayata Yawatazu.
Al-Tazapuwanika.
Al-Tazapuwanika.
Amori.
Amori.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakankidu.
Wanakankidu.
Magoya.
Magoya.
Wala Ayazakar.
Wala Ayazakar.
Sham Yasha'al.
Sham Yasha'al.
Awadah.
Awadah.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nayotazu.
Nayotazu.
Laba.
Laba.
Yikaru.
Yikaru.
Alika.
Alika.
Barayak.
Barayak.
Lakarakwa.
Lakarakwa.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wayashimai.
Wayashimai.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wagaria.
Wahagari.
Gabor.
Gabor.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalat.
Wa'amalat.
Palashah.
Palashah.
I'm Yeshabi.
I'm Yeshabi.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Amai.
Amai.
Ayawa.
Ayawa.
Zarawa.
Zarawa.
Labunya Luwat.
Labunya Luwat.
Salat.
Salat.
Ashalaham.
Ashalaham.
Kamadi.
Kamadi.
Kasayasa Ra'ah.
Kasayasa Ra'ah.
Kayabian.
Kayabian.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Kawashawan.
Kawashma.
Nashimado.
Nashimado.
Bayanda Ra'ah.
Bayanda Ra'ah.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La'adama.
La'adama.
Shayathama.
Shayathama.
Nadiyatmawa.
Nadiyatmawa.
Ka'arab.
Ka'arab.
Wakiza'aba.
Wakiza'aba.
Wakizabat.
Wakizabat.
Wakizazal.
Wakitazal.
Mana'ai.
Mana'ai.
Cal Nasiyakumra.
Cal Nasiyakumra.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amori.
Amori.
Nair Rashad.
Nair Rashad.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Nawa.
Nawa.
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Alahayah.
Alahayah.
Shayathama.
Shayathama.
Kagorgula.
Kagorgula.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapur Rarakwat.
Lapani Rabakwa.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Tabaira Ya'ira.
Tabaira Ya'ira.
Wakalahaba.
Wakalahaba.
Talahat.
Talahat.
Harayam.
Harayam.
Kantharadatma.
Kantharadatma.
Basa Irika.
Basa Irika.
Wabasawa Pafka.
Wabasawa Pafka.
Tabahalam.
Tabahalam.
Mala'ai.
Mala'ai.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Foyawam.
Foyawam.
Wayabakwashua.
Wayabakwashua.
Shemkat.
Shemkat.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Yabashua.
Yabashua.
Wayabahoya.
Wayabahoya.
Aya'ai.
Aya'ai.
Wayakaporia.
Wayakaporia.
Wayabadwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayada'awa.
Wayada'awa.
Kaya Afa.
Kaya Afa.
Shemkat.
Shemkat.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Labaka.
Labaka.
Aliyawan.
Aliyawan.
Alkahar Ratazak.
Alkahar Ratazak.
In English, keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy
O
silence.
Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
Be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo.
For lo.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
They that hate thee.
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
Have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy
And
people.
consulted against thy hidden
And
ones.
consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
let us cut them off.
and let us cut them off
From being a nation.
from being a nation.
That the name of Yahshua
That the name of Yahshua
will be no more remembered.
will be no more remembered.
They have consulted together.
They have consulted together
With one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom
And the Ishmaelites.
and the Israelites
Of Moab.
of Moab
And the Hagarim.
and the Hagarim,
The Baal.
the Baal
And Ammon.
and Ammon
And Amalek.
and Amalek
The Philistines,
Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur also is joined with them.
Ashur also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kaiser.
At the brook of Kaiser.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a red.
Make their nobles like a red.
And like Zeb.
And like a Zeb.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes.
All their princes.
As Zebah.
As Zebah.
And as Almunah.
And as Almunah.
Who said.
Let
us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The houses of Yahawah in possession.
The houses of Yahawah in possession.
O Yahawah.
O Yahawah.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burning wood.
As the fire burning wood.
And as the flame set up the mountains on fire.
As the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them.
With thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
Make them afraid.
And make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
They may seek thy name.
They may seek thy name.
O Yahawah.
O Yahawah.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And troubled.
And troubled.
Forever.
Forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
That thou.
Whose name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahawah.
Is Yahawah.
Are the most high.
Are the most high.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
So. You gonna blow the Shamar? Any brothers like to be anointed? If not, we're gonna go ahead and call the salute. Men of Israel, I-S-U.P.K. Shabbat, I-S-U.P.K. barak, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, ahtham, Yajmatah, dismissed.